One of the things I wanted to focus on in the Eyes of Ara was your interaction with the game world. I really want you to feel like you have a physical presence there, like you're actually in the world as opposed to sitting behind a window looking into the world. I do this in two ways. Firstly, there's a lot of tactile feedback when searching a room. When clicking on the world, you hear taps and knocks depending on different surfaces that you click on, like brick or wood, as well as disturbing the years of dust layering the place. You can also open things like cupboards by simply clicking on them, as opposed to first zooming in on them like you do with puzzles. In this way, the world feels a lot more immediate to interact with. Your clicks don't go unanswered, they actually have an effect on the world. Secondly, puzzles involve more than simple point-and-click interaction. There's a lot of dragging, turning, spinning, and moving. If a switch has to be moved into place, you actually have to move it into place. If a wheel needs to be turned, you have to turn it, and so on. This gives a much greater sense of interaction with the environment and really helps to draw you into the world. A lot of people have asked me about the decision to go with the node-based movement rather than free FPS-style movement. I thought a lot about this and made the decision early on in development and decided that it was in the best interest of the gameplay and the sort of experience I was trying to achieve. Physical traversal of an environment is only one form of exploration. Primarily, the process of exploration and discovery in my game comes from solving puzzles and hunting for secrets more than it does from traversing the environment on foot. And that's the key difference. Because of the way the Eyes of Ara is designed, I felt freely walking around an environment would actually get in the way of the core experience. What you want to do in the game is enter a new room and scan it for important information, so the process of walking there is actually incidental to the experience. Furthermore, cutting out the movement and going to a node-based system comes with a lot of important advantages to the game design. I spoke earlier about the importance of clearly identifying puzzles. Well, now I can be sure nothing will be missed. When a player enters a room, I can make sure they're looking exactly at the most important thing. And because I know exactly where they're standing, I can design the room to draw attention to the important elements, such as through the lighting or the composition of the art. And I can rest assured that no one will miss anything just because they walked into a room and stood behind a lamp or something and blocked their view. It also gives you a kind of starting point for discovery. When you enter a room, you know everything there is to discover is all within view of that one spot, and all you have to do is figure it all out. So I hope that gives you a little bit more insight into the design behind the game and the sort of experience I'm trying to create. If you have any comments or questions, or would like to suggest a topic for a future video, feel free to write them in the comments below, or post them to Facebook or Twitter, or contact me directly at ben@100stonesinteractive.com.